Why grading is crucial for Yu-Gi-Oh's longevity as a collectible card game. Welcome to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh. Many people seem to entirely miss what the point of grading really is. You know, some people just see it as, well, I put my card into this company and they make it more expensive and then I sell it. Hey! And while in the short term, that's, certainly a strategy, and certainly it is true that your card will go up if it gets a good grade. The most important thing about grading is not that it increases the price. The most important thing about grading is that it is a form of third-party extra trust. Whenever you buy a collectible card online these days, and it isn't graded, someone might say, oh, it's near mint. Yeah, you're selling it near mint. And you get it, and there's a crease, or there's a this, there's a that, there's some edge wear, there's any kind of issue. And now you have to start fighting with this person, going, well, actually, this isn't actually near mint. This is very light play. Give me my money back. I need to send it back to you. This or that. Maybe it's fake. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. There's all these maybes. And dealing with people over the internet just isn't great from a trust perspective. This person is a stranger that you do not know, and you don't know if this person is trying to fuck you or just wants some money. So by adding a layer of third-party authentication, and I know some dick is gonna go, well, they don't authenticate. I've seen them grade a fake card, blah de blah de blah. Sure. In general, fake cards aren't passing through their system. They are aware of the fake 10,000 dragons. They are aware of the fake DDS. Mostly, they do a good job of making sure that your card is real. But more importantly than that, they are looking at the condition. And so when both parties are buying a PSA 9 or a PSA 10, you can assume that there's no real big fuckery going on from a condition perspective. Now, might there be a weaker 10 or a weaker 9 or a stronger 9? Sure, absolutely. These grading companies aren't perfect. None of them are. Anyone telling me, yeah, actually, BGS is more strict than PSA. More random is not more strict. Centering is still just a dice roll. You still find cards with issues in 9.5. That really isn't what this is about. All of these companies are still just human graders making human mistakes. But you are adding an extra layer. You are still making sure that both buyers are on a more equal playing field. A scammer has less chances of fucking someone over when one extra party has made sure, yeah, this card is near mint. Yeah, this card looks good. Yeah, this card is worth this amount. Not only is this about authentication or making sure the condition is great, this also adds a price history to your card. It is much easier to look up, oh, this one blue ice right here in this grade from this pack, this set, sold for this, and then it sold for this, and then it sold for this, and then it sold for this. You know exactly what that card has gone through from a price perspective through its lifetime. Whereas if you go to raw cards, that is just not true at all. You look up on TCG Player, oh, this is the market price. Depending on condition, might be 300% more or less, who's really keeping count, right? That's just ridiculous. Overall, you don't have proper market trends if your cards are raw, because you don't know how much they actually sold for, what the condition was, were they returned, was the buyer actually happy with this card, was it German or Italian, was it European or American, was it first edition or this or that? You don't know. There is no proper way to look at price history over the long term on all of these sites. You have Yu-Gi-Oh prices. Sometimes people quote, hey, actually, this vintage card, it's only 20 cents. Yeah, I saw it on Yu-Gi-Oh prices. Yeah, it's the fucking garbage Walmart Unlim. But again, all of this wrong information is diluting the pool. But by having your cards graded, you know what the growth or declines were. You know exactly what you're buying, at least to an extent. As a buyer and a seller, this entire playing field, whether it's like this or like that before, it's becoming more flat. Not perfectly flat, but more flat than before. And so, very consistently, in a lot of collectible categories, grading takes the market further. It makes it so more people feel safe dealing in said markets. And so it's the same for Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel far more safe buying a PSA 10 of whatever tomorrow than buying a raw and praying that it's actually a near mint. Praying that I didn't overpay or whatever. Now, granted, you can overpay for graded cards, but at least it takes you one Google search to see if you did. Whereas on eBay, you might have to actually go through a lot of price history, you might have to ask some vendors, hope they don't lie to you, look at a variety of factors. It's more complex. Grading adds a level of extra trust and authentication to this whole process. And that is something people don't realize. People are trying to be too short-term, think, oh, it just adds value. It just makes stuff more expensive. No. It adds a level of validity to your market and your price history, basically everything. Your entire collectible market gets elevated in some way. And I think that's pretty cool. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.